Morning. Welcome in. All right, I think everything looks good here. Oh, it's gonna be a day. It's going to be a day. A Wednesday. So we didn't stream yesterday. I basically slept in after staying up all night. I was setting up some more Discord things, which, by the way, Discord is in the process of getting updated. It's essentially going to be like notification based. Personally, I'm not much of a Discord user, and so I don't want to give people the wrong impression. Like, I'm not a very socially active person, especially on Discord. And I've also been working on website stuff. So pretty much all of yesterday I was working on just like setting up some website stuff. But just checking my Discord real quick.
I love LAMP.
I love LAMP. It looks like my notification did not go through. So I'm going to make a note for that. Might go through in a few moments, but welcome in, everybody. Woke Zombie, how you doing? Good morning. Jayon, huh? Good evening. Hella sexy, thanks, Woke Zombie. Takes it to know it. Huddle Hill, good morning. Hi, hi. Welcome in. Garnikin, what's happening? How are you? Cool. So, everything looks pretty good on my end. We're going to be working on Belphegor's Ball today. So, one last thing I need to do is log my hours for working on this. And then we'll get started. I went ahead and imported the assets we made on Monday. Wizzy, wizzy, wizzy. Say the 19th already. Go West! What's happening? Welcome. We a sexy stream. It's true, Woke Zombie. I can't argue with that logic. Welcome in, Go West. John Deere, green and gold. Is this a trick question, Go West? Work and stress, Garnican. I hope things improve. We must raise the morale, Garnican. For honor. And for Cheez-Its. Why Cheez-Its? Because why not Cheez-Its? Okay, first thing we're gonna be setting up is this victory sigil. Essentially, this was my makeshift version of the victory trigger. Theirs looks so much better. I should have tried to model after that S. My S looks like it just kind of got squirted out of a mayonnaise bottle. Blurp. But we're going to be adding an animated decoration. Mover timer. Turn off the loop. Oh, they still haven't fixed this. Is this something I should set as a bug in Game Maker? Because I think this is like a Vox Edit bug. But basically, by setting the default animation to animated decoration, it's using the legacy version. So it doesn't have the single player or multiplayer settings, which could probably cause some problems. Okay, so we're going to do on receive message. Now, can I loop it? I want it to be interruptible. Can you have an interruptible loop? Alright, that's what we'll try first. Okay, so the original was a basic platform. I'm trying to find the original so we can tweak it. This is probably going to be pretty complex by the end of things, but when we get it right the first time, the second two times won't be too bad. Okay, so we have the basic platform. And we're using a respawn to tag. So I don't think the health component is going to work here. So we're going to have to make a somewhat new mechanic. We're going to be using, instead of health, the plant behavior. And the plant behavior is going to be what resets it. So start.race. So it's basically going to destroy it and respawn it, I think is the best way to do it. The other option is we could use a replace asset, which I do like replace asset, but I don't think there's a single player version of replace asset, so we can't use replace asset. They took that away because I remember it was a thing. Yeah. But we will use an asset spawner. This is the one we'll build on. So we're not going to be using the tag anymore. I'm going to go and delete this. No collisions. This is going to be timer .1, and because we're doing presets and because of the adjustments, we're going to stop putting dots in the names. This is going to be painful to relearn or reteach myself, but we're going to be using dashes. To make the new anime decoration and toggle, moving platforms are horrible. Well, the only problem is, Zombie, is if we toggle the anime decoration off, it's not going to reset its position. So that's what I'm thinking about right now, is how to bring this back to the starting point. So basically the player starts the little parkour, and when they start hopping, it starts moving. Excuse me.
Shakespeare with a rate of 16.
OG!
Welcome,
Welcome in, everybody. How's it going, OG? Hope you had a great stream. I love the nowhere pass you guys were working on. Hi, you guys. What's up, Ian the IT guy? Welcome. Fred and Ferd, how you doing? Nervex, hey you guy. Fibber in your flowery diet. Welcome, OG Nobody. Wicked you too, what's up? Bert, how you doing? Welcome, everybody. Cartros, what's happening? Right now we're setting up this timer. It's probably going to be a slow roll, but I'm going to, walk through my process as best as I can. So, we're adding an asset spawner to spawn the preset version of this, which is this guy, who is a move timer, whom I think we're going to do play count only once. And then that way it should end on the last frame of the animation. And because of the way the animation works and how we set it up in Vox Edit, the asset itself will be directly in the middle, and it's going to on the first frame hop over here, and on the last frame it'll end here. So we set that up on Monday. Heck yeah, OG. OG Shakespeare. Yeah, we were having fun chilling and chatting. Yeah, I knew you were getting into talking about banks. And it's out of our control. I'll just say that much. We'll just use a preset to reset it your way. Well, Zombie, it's gonna be my way. And my way is hitting my head against the wall until it works. So message to play is gonna be our start race. I think we want automatic start, don't we? So it's going to play on start, and then it's going to delete itself. So we need a parent object, which I wanted as this little guy. Where's the moving platform? We're no longer using a moving platform. Well, Zombie, I know you have the urge, because I too have these urges of backseat game development, but don't worry about it. I'm going to do my best. So, plant behavior. We want it to activate on the end.race.reset. So that's going to kill this. But if the player completes it, it's going to turn it off to where it doesn't delete it. So then that way the trigger will end on the far right. And then I'm going to place this dot right here. Right in the middle. And we're going to start timing, or naming these. Timer. And this one's going to be the... I think I called it a sigil. At... This one's going to be sigil upper score. Lots of shells in a bucket. Gee, no, buddy. Yeah, none of these are... Well, Woke Zombie, basically what's happening is we are moving away from basic platforms. Especially for this specific mechanic. Because it is a timer based on the individual's progress of the parkour map. Basically how it used to be done in the alpha was we're assuming it used the basic platforms. And now we have to move away from that. Okay. So, yeah, I think play on condition, this is all we needed. Animation speed. We have it at 15 seconds. So by doing 0.25, which ironically we can't do 0.25, whatever. We'll do 0.2, make sure that's working. I'm going to go ahead and open up my hierarchy here. We're going to hide this little dot. It's going to be timer 1. So now we're going to be using an asset spawner. This is going to be invisible. This will be spawner. I think we also have like a literal asset spawner. It's this guy right here. But he's going to be spawned on the Andy quest. Now this is going to be a one-time event. So basically we want the asset spawner to only work once. Okay, that's fine. Where's the original? I guess that's the original, so I don't need to make a new asset spawner. This asset spawner is specifically for my timed sigil here, this animation. So this is going to be active every single time that we get the start race. And so the plant behavior needed to be activated on something else. What was something else? We have the health component. And it's on start.race. Okay. So start.race is also activating this. It's going to take some trial and error. We'll see if it works. Ghost, so you walked away. There's a radio contest. Green and gold, really. Interesting, Ghost. I don't know why they would be so sticklery about that. Okay, so I don't think we want this on message. Start race.toggle. I don't know where that message is coming from. Or sound effect. Start race detector. These have health components, and they should not. So we'll take a look at start race.detector. And parkour.sound effect. So this just has start.race. I'm looking for start.race.toggle. Which might come from winning the race. This is why it's important to document your code if you ever plan on revisiting a game. Because that's exactly what I did not do with this game. Placeholder. I think this is a parent asset. Yep. A zero do that policy, book zombie. It's definitely not intuitive for me. Personally, I'm the type of person to just make something and move on, you know? Like, being creative shouldn't require bookwork. But of course, that's my own viewpoint. And there are people that excel with doing the opposite. So I don't know where this message is coming from. So race toggle. Race toggle. Who else would give that? Julie Sencho, welcome. Hi there. Well, for now, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll see what breaks. Never ignore it. Garnican, I know you're right. Fred says, dang. Garnican, I wish I was better at it. And that's actually part of like this year alone. Like I've been actively trying to document stuff. Redoing a lot of it. Yeah, I can't blame you, Woke Zombie. Well, OG Nobody, at least you're still making progress, right? Progress is most important. So, I have no idea where this message is coming from, but start race.toggle. I'm just going to assume is coming out every time I start the race. Now, the asset spawner is going to be spawning this asset, which we had given a parent. Now, I'm actually going to remove the toggle on message for now. Because, again, I don't know where it's coming from. We're going to do create new. Now that I have that preset,
I love lamp.
we're also going to be spawning timer with the spawner with this asset, timer 1 end. And so we're going to be parenting those together. I can delete the sigil for now because it's going to be spawning right here. So we're going to place that preset we just made. And we'll give it an offset. Great, and now we'll just parent all of these together. And this is going to be our parkour timer. Okay, well, we'll give it a test. Kick my cat out of the room, and she looks at me as though I just abandoned her. But she gets noisy. She just sits there and cleans herself. Like, I get it, but it's just annoying. I get it. Okay, so the start race doesn't activate yet. When I accept the quest, it should start activating. So there it is. Now it should spawn when I start the race, which it did. However, it's not playing the animation. So the animation is currently not playing. It's supposed to be on start. Cool. So we'll take a look at the preset. So we play condition on start. So why did it not play on start? Let's just make sure the animation is working. The animation is working on literal start. Maybe it was going too slow. So the animation's working, but I think when it's spawning, it's not working. So first of all, this was supposed to delete it. And now it's working. Okay, this might be a case of there has to be a version of it on the map for it to like work properly, which is a bug, and I should definitely report it. Let me just confirm that. So right now the animation is working, but I think it's simply because I had this on the map. So if I delete this from the map, try it again. Be nice to my ruler. She is a good cat. I'll just say that. But sometimes she thinks she's a princess, and she's not. Alright, cool. Well, it's now working, and I didn't change anything. So that's fun. Now, it is spawning multiple, and it's not removing the previous ones. So we're going to take a look at the asker or the toggle behavior, which I think is set to off right now. So this is currently set to off. Yep. Now we'll have it turned on by default. Resave the preset. Yo, Blue Tulip. When do good cats exist? I mean, good cats do exist. They are mischievous by nature, though. Okay, so every time I touch this starting platform, it should remove the old one and start again. Great. Now, my preset is spawning lower than I want it to. But the mechanic is working now. It's not perfect, but in terms of like getting the mechanic working, it's going in the right direction, so I can't complain. Oh, that time it broke. Huh. I wonder why it broke. There might need to be a delay between spawning. Okay. Let's set up a quick delay then. So it's the start race detector. So it's sending start.race. Which we're going to keep, start.race. And with our preset, we want the asset spawner to be on a slight delay. So what I'll do is I'll add a speaker component. Sure, we'll add it to the timer, which is going to be our start race delay. You know, I'm going to start using tags as a way to kind of give myself notes. So like a start race delay. It's kind of like a little subtext. So we'll have a, we don't want it to rotate, because then it's going to rotate everything. But this should give it enough of a delay. We'll have a display duration of 1. It's going to be waiting for the start race. Escape from Artist in the house. What's up? And sure, we'll just call it start.race.delay for now. Broadcast type, I'm going to make that specific. Specific tags and range, because I'm going to be making multiple timers. And the broadcast tag is going to be timer.1. That's going to be this guy. So that's going to be the start race.delay. Okay. Now this is spawning lower than it should. And I'm not quite sure why. So we're going to add a 1 right there. I think it's because the offset of the asset itself. Let's go ahead and save this preset. Try again. I can't recall if I saved the preset of the sigil. Okay, so we are getting a double spawn now. I think that might be because there's 2 timers. So I'm going to remove the other timer. .25 as a value when it automatically rounds your number. Oh, cool. Yeah, long notes like that. I think it's very helpful. Alright, we're still getting double. So I'm going to reference the asset spawn. So we have a start race delay. That tells me that start.race is coming out multiple times. Oh, it's from this. Okay. Well, we figured it out. Okay. Alright, well now it's deleting it. So we want the detector here to be on display duration. So that way if the player is still within this space for however long, it will prevent the timer from moving. We're going to call this something else. This is going to be timer Start. Yeah. Okay, so it's because the display duration is so short. We're also going to adjust the rotation duration. Hopefully this will help. Try it again. Seems to be working fine now. So the timer itself only resets, you know, after you fall off and then you approach this platform again. Although that's not what we want, is when it resets like that. So basically by stepping off, it seems to reset? No? It's not deleting some of these. Huh. So some of these were spawning too quickly for them to be removed. I think it had something to do with this. It seems to be working fine now. We'll take it. Okay, so now we're going to be making variations of those for the other timers, which is arguably not that difficult. Arguably. So we'll just set up a little workstation here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Presets now save rotation. Oh man, I'm still not used to that. A couple of my things broke because of that. Just because they're rotated a different direction. Like the asset spawner is rotated one way and the preset was rotated a different way. Alright, let's see here. As far as I know, Woke Zombie, no. That was a 0.8 update. So for example, like I could even show you my underground area here. I had some lamp posts that spawn when the party quest is completed. So basically like party decorations are set up. And so upon loading this in 0.8, they're all facing the wrong direction. Whereas in 0.7, they were facing the right direction. So it was during the 0.7 to 0.8 they added that. Which is just good to be conscious of, that's all. So oddly enough, this is using the offset here. So I should be placing it right here. Really, Woke Zombie? Not even in your Pororo game? I remember that's when it came out. That's when presets came out. Is during the, or around that time. Or was it Ragnarok? I think it was Ragnarok that game jam, Ragnarok game jam. So I said Pororo, but I think I meant Ragnarok. And presets were around, like, before you and I were even, like, game creating. Okay, so this says the timer tag. Yeah, everything else was working, so we're just going to keep it as is. Now, I'm probably just going to recreate the same exact thing. So for now, we'll just rotate this around. This is going to be the timer 2 spawner. And we'll do a timer.2 tag for consistency's sake, but I don't think we need to, because we can just broadcast it all to the same tag. Timer. Because it's only going to send the message to everything in range anyway. Scale still existed in Voxit. There was a scale? Like, you could scale up and down OG Shakespeare? Oh, I wish I didn't know about that. Because that would be super helpful. Right now, there's just the double and halving. Which is still, like, useful. Yep. Broke a lot of things. Sounds like it would. Okay, so this is looking for specific tag. Include tag. Which I think we want to set as whatever this is. Although I don't know if that's going to work. Because this is a animation decoration. It's not actually moving. Like, the object itself is stationary. So I wonder how that's going to affect things. So right now my end reset probably isn't going to work. That being said, I'm just going to keep it as is. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I mean, overall, like, everything else seems to be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and save this preset. And we'll make one last one. I don't think anything needs to change. But we're going to set it up anyway. This will be timer 3 parkour. Let's give it a test. It's a literal myth. I was just thinking it might have that install file saved. OG Shakespeare, that might be a fun experiment for sure. Okay, it looks like our sigil we want to move back down. Or no, it's the asset spawner we want to move. Okay, that's going to be right here. So we want this offset to be at 0. Save it. Probably want to lower it a little bit more. But the theory here is that my other one should be working fine. Which we can see it moving up there. And those we also want to adjust the offset as well. So we'll make sure we get the offset correct first. So the offset, we'll probably set it at negative 0.3. So the only problem here is that now we see the little dot. I don't want to see the little dot. So put this at 0. And then the sigil, which why do I have 2? Why are there 2? Huh? They're both named the same thing. Why is there 2? Can you have 2 presets named the exact same thing? Fairly sure you can, huh? I guess that would make sense. Oh, it doesn't make sense. But the fact that you can do that, it's very confusing, in fact. It looks like I chose the wrong one, because that disconnected all of my asset spawners. Yay. It was a 50-50 chance. I knew the risks. Two speakers that need the same name? Why would they need the same name, though? Couldn't you label them differently? I don't see why they would need the same name. So it's not an issue unless you preset in a different direction. Personally, keep my presets at 0. Yeah, me too, Escape Room Artist. Or at least that's how I always imagined it. And now all of my presets somehow, well, I wouldn't say all of them, but a majority of them, you know, those rotations got saved. I too prefer the asset spawner being the rotation. Yo, why is life like this sometimes? Okay, now it's working. Because life. Why you like this sometimes, huh? You get something working, and then all of a sudden it breaks. Why you gotta be like that, life? Alright, we're back in business. Alright, well, let's see what happens when it runs out. I think it needs to be faster, actually. Because when it speaks, it shows the same, which is the same as the preset name. So if you had the same NPC called Liam, then you need to do different logics. Oh, I see what you're saying, Woke Zombie. Huh. With, especially with NPCs, I could definitely see that. Hmm. Okay, so it just ends, which is good. I like that. That's fine. So let's try finishing the race. I'll probably add an elevator here just for testing, so that I can just skip the whole parkour part.
Parkour!
Parkour! So I was not supposed to be able to finish the race. So that's another mechanic we need to figure it out. But the fact that the timer stayed where it was not a bad thing. Okay, so I'm going to add an elevator. And what else do I need to work on? This one wants to figure out an option for choosing the name. No, that would be a useful feature, Wugznabi. I can't recall that ever being part of it, though. Hmm. Alright, well, I'm gonna try and fix the things that I'm thinking on. So, right now the race is finishing, whether or not I made it in time. And then also, the timer itself was too slow, I think. So if we go to the sigil, need to adjust this back to, we'll say 0.3. Okay, so that's spawning the token. So Touche here. He should be spawning like a detector. Asset spawner, numpad switch. Wow, that's so helpful. Parkour fin. So it has a tag, parkour fin. So we need to be sending out a kill message then. We need to find where this message is coming from. N.race.reset, which I think was coming from the old group. Oh, okay, and I deleted those because I'm a genius. But that also means I can just start from scratch with that, so that's not a big deal. So basically, when the asset was supposed to reach the end, this was sending out that reset function. However, I'm using an animated decoration, and that no longer has a movement. It's rather faked, in fact. So even though it is visually moving, the asset itself, aka the tag, is no longer moving. So I can remove this n.race.reset. And we want to associate that with a timer. We want this to be able to be reset. We'll do on every race.start. And for now, for testing, we'll do 10 seconds. So this is just going to act as like a debug message right now. So we're going to do wait for message and reset, and then it's just going to say it out loud. So basically what I want to happen is why I'm setting this up is every time I step on the start platform, it's going to restart my timed event. If the timed event gets restart, I should not see n.race.reset during that, reset time, those seconds. And we want this to go everywhere. So I'm not going to set a tag. And hopefully it will go everywhere. Great, so now we'll resave this preset. Give it a save. Meta Futura, welcome. How's it going? Okay. So that should have activated the debug message anyway. Oh, we don't have the timer, wasn't even spawned, so now the debug message should start. There's my timer not starting appropriately again. There's the end reset message. So it looks like the timer has to spawn or be on the map. And when I say timer, I mean that blue diamond has to be on the map. Okay. So now we're testing to make sure my end reset message should not be received. So I should not see that, and I did, which is not good. It's not what we want. So, what do I do then? I think I have to make an asset spawner specifically for this timer. And then this needs to have the plant behavior delay. No, I think it needs the normal start race. So it's going to be spawning and respawning. Be start sets. Man, I'm gonna miss periods and naming conventions. So annoying. This is how I've structured basically the last year of my work. Okay, so this is going to be destroyed on every start race. And then it's also going to be spawned in every start race. Go ahead and do start, no, end, race, reset. Alright, so then we're going to add preset. Spawn there. 1 second delay is fine. And we'll hide it. Okay, try it again. Okay, so we should not see our debug message. Alright, great. So now we should see our debug message after about 8 seconds. Okay, that was too fast. Or was it fast? I don't remember what we set the timer at. Where did I put the timer? Well, that's the debug message. So we're looking for the timer. The timer I think I attached to the preset, which I did not need to do. So we're going to actually remove that. We'll resave this preset. So this is my timer, which I'm going to probably put on a logic donut. So this should be resetting alongside this asset. Now, in theory, I could set it as a preset and using the plant behavior, destroy it, which is not a bad idea. I think that's what I'll do, actually. Now, is there any benefit to keeping it as is?
You can do
What am I doing? What am I doing? I mean, if it's resetting appropriately, it should be fine. So, for now, I'll just leave it. We'll just make sure everything else is communicating. Let's see, we got to start the race first. Okay, so we should see it with the debug message after about 8 seconds. There's the debug message. So now every time I step on this, it should be resetting that timer. And we should not see the debug message, which we did see it. We saw it. So that tells me that the timer does need to get destroyed, like removed. And so, that means we need to add it to my plant behavior, which is the debug message. And I have to use the plant behavior because this is single player, which means it's a per user basis. And this is right now the only, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the only way to remove an asset on a individual basis inside of a multiplayer map. So this is going to be our end reset. And it's going to be the parent asset. This will be the timer. And now we're just basically going to copy this one. We do not want to wait for message because it's going to be removed. No tag. And we'll keep it at 8 seconds for the debugging purposes. Everything else looks fine. So now we'll parent them together. We can delete this one. So now instead of a toggle reset, which it seems to only reset when it finishes. However, the way my timer is set up, it's supposed to reset every time you start. So if you were to fall off, for example, that's what I'm thinking ahead of schedule for. Okay, so now we'll resave our preset. And we can save. I think that's what I'll do. I will do it, Go West. I'm doing it. Wonder if they'll ever do a SP health component? They'll leave it as legacy. I hope they do, Woke Zombie, because that's how I was using it. And I'm sure you were using it in your mechanics as well. I'm assuming, Woke Zombie, with your... And you do not need to go into detail, but with the floor's cake, are you using... Well, actually, that's a single-player game. So I guess my question is void then. But, yeah, health components in general, I was using on a per-user basis in this specific multiplayer map. 0.8, and specifically 0.8.5, it seems. I'll remove that functionality. So, now we're plant behaviors only. All right, let's test it. So I should, after 8 seconds, get the debug message. Alright, so now we're gonna step on this a few times. And so every time I'm stepping on it, it should be deleting this debug message. Skadoosh! What's up, Mr. Machina? I think my moving channel points, I had it going from like different portions of the screen. It seems to be broken. I'll make a note. All right. So now, no, I missed it. Let's try to time it. Okay, so after 8 seconds. Yep, Touche was supposed to say better luck next time. Okay. How long does that message last? So it's Touche finish. We'll need to make a delay for this. Finish dot delay. He's speaking Finnish. Finish dot delay. And that's going to be on a rotational delay. And this message, aw man, better luck next time. We can see it's on a 20-second display duration. So this needs to be minimum 21. So now we're going to test that. 21. I really dislike that about animated decorations, but I mean I understand what the problem is. That's a plus. Okay. So basically we're waiting out the 20 seconds here. He says better luck next time. Now we're going to beat the 20 seconds. And he says that's a new record. It didn't play his speech bubble over his head. And so that's the one thing we just set up, and it didn't play. We're going to set up a mini delay. Use a timer for this. Or a speaker. Either one would work. I think I'll get used to using timers in this situation, because that's quite literally its purpose, is to be a timer, so why not use the timer? Cool. That's it. All right, we'll do more test. Make sure that's working. Yo, what up, 987? Hey, good half day to you. Okay, so his speech bubble is still not appearing above his head. And then he even said, oh man, better luck next time. So why is the speech bubble not playing? Touche.finish, which should be coming from this asker behavior that we set up. We have touche.to and party.andy. So I think this needs to be a different message. Party.andy. We'll make sure that's working. And then what else? We wanted his original message, "Oh man, better luck next time," to not play. So end.race.reset. This needs to be removed. AKA destroyed if we get to that message, which was me arriving. So which I think was Andy.finish. That just prevents Touche from saying his failure message, which was, "Oh man, better luck next time." Pesky Touche. Touche, he's cheering you on, man. I don't know. I wouldn't say pesky. He's being so supportive. Okay, so we're looking for a chat bubble here. My bad guy, fun guy dance moves. Alright, we can lower it a bit. Now the fun guy of friendship, if you don't pick that up, you have to climb this all over again, which is annoying. So I think I'll have a scapegoat version down here as well, so that the player doesn't have to do that. Essentially what I'm saying is, like, if you pick up one version of this fungi that spawns, you don't have to pick up the other one. And that prevents the player from crying by saying, "Oh, I have to do it again." So we're going to be spawning 2 token 5s. Both are going to be using the preset, which would destroy the other. The token 5 is what I labeled the preset. So we had a visual of the effect. And so I was able to label it token V5 so that we could put the collectible on it. And then label this whatever we wanted. So it's going to be accepting a collect message. Collect everyone within range. We're going to change that. It's going to be collect fungi. And then this is going to have plant behavior destroy on collect fungi. Message to turn off, we're also going to set to collect.fungi. Great. We'll resave that preset. And save. Workplace bullying, Woke Zombie. Yeah, Woke Zombie, feel free. I mean, I didn't. So I'll just make sure that's known. Bullying is so high schooler, man. The real cool kids are morally supportive. Cool, so we can see there's two fungi. If I pick up one, it destroys the one on the bottom. Alright. Now my timer is working as intended. Basically, when you finish the parkour, I think we'll remove the timers now. So I'm going to add a new plant behavior.
Parkour. Internet sensation of 2004.
Parkour! So on this timer, we want to add plant behavior on Andy finish or party.andy. Each one will work. Yeah, they'll all just get removed. The asset spawner and the sigil itself we also want. Seems like the start.race.delay stopped working, so that's fine. But we want to remove this. So this will completely remove it on party.andy. So all of these I will need to add the plant behavior party.andy. So we got to add that to timer 2 and timer 3. Now I don't think I even need this one, so I'm going to delete it and then go up here. Change timer 3 parkour to timer 1. They're just redundant presets. And then this one, we want plant party Andy. Party. Then we can remove that. Now I have to save this one because of the way it's rotated. Who's he gonna believe? Well, Woke Zombie, I have video evidence. And your name is below the screen here. I have video evidence, Woke Zombie. It pays to stream. Quite literally. So I can delete this one. Save it. And yeah, this mechanic is pretty much fixed. So I'm happy about that. That took like 2 hours max. I thought this was gonna be a lot more difficult than it was. So my actual timer, we're gonna put it, I think 60 seconds. Huh, it looks like the max is 59. Okay, that's pretty much done. Remove that platform. Yep, happy about that. Alright, it's 9:30. I'm gonna step away for a quick commercial break. You got feedback about the SP plant will not have collisions. It was designed this way because of multiplayer maps. That's good to know, Escape Room Artist. I suppose that is logical, because we definitely need the single player plant in multiplayer maps. It's now become crucial to my mechanic right now. Oh yeah, thank you for the confirmation. And thank you, Woke. And Vox Machina, I'll save it one more time for you. Okay, I'll be back. Sure, we'll do a giveaway. Why not? It's for a creator coin, valued at 1 sand. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you all have a nice Wednesday, whatever you're up to. Woohoo! Oh wait, didn't I add a new? Let me check real quick.
You are correct! Yeah! Let's do it! Yeah.
So that's the new one. I think I downloaded another one. I think it was for Nervex. I don't think I set it up though. Thank you, Julie.
I'm amazing. Voxel artist.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, if you want to use that Garnican, it's exclamation point correct. The keyword for today is exclamation point evil.
You are correct! Yeah!
Evil. I gotta turn down the cooldown. Hey, Paul.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh no! We suck again!
All right, I'll be right back.
Four.
You know, you make a choice to win, and you win. I'm sorry, winning.
Well, we're waiting. Well, we're waiting.
Emotional damage!
They're back. And the liver cutout, I went ahead and added a few more. So all of these are for that.
Now you're gonna have your liver cut out.
Okay. So one thing I know we need to set up is doors. Doors. Also, that's not a good sign, the multiplayer simulator. Okay, well, we'll set up some doors. And then I should probably publish this and test it. So what I'll do for the doors then. So I'll just drag and drop a couple. And then just... Evil! Here, I'll roll the giveaway. Vox Machina Studios! Thank you, senor. GG! Mr. Machina is on the board. GG! Woohoo!
Oh no! We suck again!
It's true. Some of these doors are not working properly, and I think it's just the specific doors, the way they have like their animation set up. So we're going to be testing all of the doors. I think the only other door we have is this one. So we have 3 different types of doors to test. Okay, so I also added this opening like detector here, which was cool in theory, but it's just not working very well. We'll keep trying it though. In fact, we'll make this multiplayer. I see it set to only once. Okay. So these have interact. And then I was also using a detector similar to that one. Looks like we were missing some closing animations. These are starting on closed. I think these were started on open. Nope, we're good. Yeah, let's test it. Yeah, I don't think single-player doors have been a thing for a while, Wook Zombie. I mean, you can fake it. Like, it's very possible to fake doors, which is an interesting thought. Is that... Well, I take that back. We tried doing it for the first version of this. We tried to make, basically, like, the white carpet as an invisible wall. No luck. And that's goes back with the escape room artist mentioning single-player plants will never have collision. Okay, so that did detect me. These doors, they start on the wrong animation, which is not good. These doors are broken. Seems like the other door is working fine, though. And to not complicate this, I'm actually just going to remove these automatic doors. They're just all going to be interact. Did we get the door sound back? Cool. So yeah, these doors... Oh, it looks like I had opening closing animation on the same thing. What? What? But yes, it is still broken. So these doors are just bad, I guess. I mean, they work. It just looks like I have to open close them for whatever reason. For them to reset properly. Huh. Toggle component to unlock or enable the door. Right, Escape from Mars. I think what the thought is having it on a single player basis. Because you can't necessarily have assets with collision on a single player basis in a multiplayer map, right? I say that with a question mark attached because right now I'm spawning assets. And it doesn't seem to be a problem. Can the assets I spawn have no collisions or collisions? If we're doing single player... Oh, there's so many discrepancies. I don't even know anymore. Okay, this is going to be starting open then. We'll have to play sound. And we'll have it interact. Closed. Indicator. And play on internet. Cool. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have them all use the same sound. I could set up a, on open place this one, on close place that one, using the door behavior, but honestly, don't really like it that much. Like, I don't like this closed sound very much. So for now, they're just gonna have the one sound. I think people are not even gonna pay attention to stuff like this, to be honest. I've found that a lot of people just don't care about the things I care about. That can be said for a lot of things in life. Good May, Sparky Schnickel. Welcome in. How you doing? Doors open in, yeah? Not out. I think so. Someone needs a hug. Wait, what sounded dark? Oh, about the not caring about the same things I care about. I mean, that's just, it can be dark, but I think it's true. Like, not everybody cares about the things I care about. just from a surface level. But yeah, I don't say it with like disdain or hatred. I just say it as a statement of fact. Like, I get attached to minute details I've discovered, you know, pretty late into my adulthood, that I overthink things that people don't even consider. You know, like there's things that, especially in like my relationships, where it's like I thought about things way too long and hard, and then just ended up them not happening. Like it was more or less like a fantasy, or like a what if situation. I think about what ifs a lot. And I think understanding your own psyche is very important. So I hope you all are questioning, you know, how to make yourself better. Be a better human being. It ain't easy. You have to ask the tough questions. You don't care about breathing, that's why you don't do it? Well, that's why you're a zombie. You identify as as a woke zombie. I don't think we have any other doors. These doors. So then we have like the outside doors. The gate. Okay. Speed. Door outside. And door gate. Oh yeah, and then we have the gates underground too. Hmm. This door doesn't really match very well. That's okay. Maybe I just remove the door here? I think so you're using a different asset. Alright. Indicator and sound effect. Sound. What if situations, Garnican? I would definitely borrow it. Thanks, Garnican.
I love lamp.
I mean, if we were to think on hypotheticals, and this is something I've had to kind of move past in my own life. It's like when you dwell on things that haven't happened or you wish had happened, like you're more or less fantasizing. You're wasting your time. Because all you have right now is the right now. That's all that's important. Nicolas Cage next. Yeah, I'll have to check that out too. Saying in the present. Yeah, I agree. New X. It's very grounding. I get to understand it. And honestly, I don't even understand it. It's just it's something you have to work towards. Being present. So it is 10 o'clock. I am hoping Pickaxe Master is streaming today. And I'm happy to wait until he does so. Or they do so. So I'll keep a lookout. That way, a thinking reminds me of an animated YouTube video you watched. Oh yeah, that one. I remember that one. Thanks for your contribution, Book Zombie. Yeah, that animated video. Yep, I remember. Doesn't make stuff harder, Garnican. Think twice. Oh yeah, sure. I mean, we all learn from mistakes. It's probably the best way to learn. So you have to throw yourself at life. You gotta learn. But also you should learn from other people's mistakes. Wait, do I have the thinking gif? Nope. Don't do it, Wogzabi. I think VIP have linking privileges. Okay, so I've just saved it. I'm going to publish this, give it a test. There's a saying, off damage you become rich, but rarely in money. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good thought. Yeah, rich doesn't have to be just money. Good thought. Ugh. So I think I'm at a good stopping point for the game itself. I'm gonna play through it, obviously, but as for what happens next, I might play a Backrooms game. If anybody has a suggestion. But yeah, we're just waiting for Pickaxe Master to start up. Those ladders are pretty annoying. I think every time I go for the middle, it's just my character can't grab them. So I should probably just have one ladder, maybe? Or better yet, have one asset that covers both of these, rather than two ladders that cover both. Also, I used ivy, but I could probably use spider webs. I think that might be more to theme than the ivy. I'm a bad guy. Brr, 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 brr. So it doesn't look like the indicator's showing up for these. That's a shame. What the heck? That one showed up. Maybe it's because it's on this. That's actually very weird. Why is it doing this? Maybe I didn't replace this door? Or I replaced the wrong door? Rub-a-dub-dub. Ducky and Radcon Daddy in the tub. walk away. I asked the civilians. I'll remove collisions from those. Seems to only be this one. The other ones that I must have removed. Alright, I'm gonna take my notes. Collisions from ghosts. Storage. We have some indicators. Looks like it's only on certain doors. Oh, hey, Wicked. Indicator arrow on doors. First door, second floor. Wow, I didn't notice how short the doors were. I remember them being a little bit bulkier, but that's actually a very cute size. I like that size. Unboxed! What's up, dude? Oh yeah, I made this secret entrance. So I think tomorrow we're going to be working on building more platforming experience down here. So at Alex's request, making kind of like a parkour lava map. So swimming will be forever disabled on this map. Instead, you'll fall to the bottom. Now I was considering adding more of a kind of like Easter egg here. This was actually like a little mini game I made. Only one person figured it out, which was fun. I'm glad they did. But yeah, you're supposed to bring a goat, or more specifically like 5 goats to this guy to open up the secret entrance. Let's see if I can find a goat. I know where one is for sure. Like, there were plenty of secrets on this map. So, we picked up a goat. First question, can I respawn with the goat? Yes. And he says, sorry for parallel parking. There was supposed to be a car here, but I think we removed it. And the car was blocking this, like, secret entrance. I believe this was using the void behavior on the blocks. And so I don't think that is currently enabled. So that'll be something we work on tomorrow, probably. The door and the gate work for you. Thank you, Wicked, for testing those. Appreciate it. Gotta go. See you later, Garnican. Thanks for hanging out. Blue Tulip, is it only my problem or anyone else when starting latest TSP it starts smallest resolution? Yeah, Blue Tulip, it's that's every time I install, I have that problem. I don't know about the saving. That's unfortunate if it doesn't save. I'm sorry. But basically every time I do a fresh install of GameMaker and of the alpha client, it resets the resolution. So on a fresh install. Really, Wug Zombie? I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I'll be adding more ambient lighting. Huh. So the doors themselves are being really finicky here. Like they need me to like reset them to work properly. Which is kind of annoying. Maybe I need to add like a reset to them. Would that be like on a single player basis? So for example, my first thought is when the player accepts the first quest, like they're gonna send out that message to like open all the doors. It might be annoying though. I would like to add more stills of the movie. I think that might be on my to-do list. I could have sworn we had more. Like, it wasn't just this one singular image. So I'll have to double check that. I think I might add more red blocks over here. This is pretty steep, so I might make the staircase a little bit more of a decline. What's up, Unboxed? What up? So I think there was like health components with this function, so I'm probably gonna have to remove it. Unboxed, while you're here, can you activate this cutscene for me? I want to see what happens when you activate it. Please and thank you. No pressure. This is pretty simple parkour, Unboxed. It's pretty... No pressure, man. So if you can hop to that circle down there. Okay, so that activates the asker. But the asker behavior activated for all of us. And the cutscene activated. So I need to set that up to be on a single player basis. But yeah, thank you, Unboxed. You did what I was afraid of. Basically, it's stuff that was working individually before, but now I have to redo it. I don't think there's really anything to do down here. So that's part of what Alex is asking me to update, is like make this more of a parkour, like things to hop across. Alright. Well, I've done everything I needed to do. But we'll punch out. So just waiting on Pickaxe Master to start. Imagine they're 10:30 now. Yeah. Play the floor is cake? Sure, I'll give it a try. Well, I've played it before. I haven't really gone for like a high score. We'll see how far I can go. Who wants to go to my kids' school shopping? Well, good luck, Sparky Snickle. I mean, you can always just do Amazon, get it delivered, right? It's an option. Oh, is this... That's on the alpha client, isn't it? For the game to reset automatically? Ah, thank you, Go West. Thank you, thank you. Uh-oh. The Sandbox game website is offline. Wait, no it's not. What? That was weird. I just got an error. Alright, well, error went away, so... Give me that cake. Wow, there's a lot more games up online, huh? For free. Floor is cake. Can't afford to pay for the convenience? What, Sparky? I will help. I know how to pick school supplies. Oh, I have to download a new version. Dang it.
You can do it!
I'm doing it. Mm. I don't think there's any other news to go over, is there?
Oh no! We suck again!
Wow, that's crazy. I remember when it first released, everybody's like, "You can't even get over 200," but now there's people with that score. Yikes! I mean, that's impressive. It takes practice. It takes time. Is that like 30 minutes of game? It's 42 minutes. Wow. I think I'll be able to get that. Alright, I'm trying to get the alpha client up and running. I'm on the loading screen right now. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. I don't know if I can handle this song. Alright, Touche, let me have it. Start challenge mode. Oh, they're live. Thank you, Wicked. Thanks for the heads up. Alright, I think I got like 5 minutes during their rev up. We're gaming, we're gaming. We're gaming. Oh, I lost. 38. Not bad. Alright. Thanks, everybody. That's it from me. Closing time. Woo! Yep, we're raiding over. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you later. I'll be back same time tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, Thursdays and Fridays we're actually doing Unity, so it'll be something different. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.